The following stream contains mature content and subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised. In the year of our Lord 1197, 5 Canaanites were sent to the lands beyond the forest to serve those who ruled Transylvania. With their diplomacy, they were granted a city to rule as they see fit. With their strength, they solidified control and protected their domain from invaders. With their knowledge, they ruled for 2 centuries of relative Canaanite peace. But they cannot stop the prophecies, for the ancient war, all but forgotten, stirs afresh. And those whom you have cursed to save yourself shall break free of their bonds at last. Welcome to the Transylvania Chronicles. Welcome to our Vampire Dark Ages stream. We here at McStabber Studios understand that some of the subjects that come up during this chronicle are problematic by modern standards. Our goal is to handle these kinds of situations in a manner that does not directly or indirectly glorify these kinds of actions. While we understand that we are playing in a world of monsters, that does not mean we must be the monsters ourselves. Please also be aware, none of our cast are experts in history. That means there will be some deviations between the real world timeline and the vampiric world. You can go ahead and chalk that up to the Canaanite influence on the mortals around them. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy our story. Because it always storms.
Yes.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to McStabber Studios, Vampire Dark Ages, Glimpses of History. I am the storyteller for all of tonight, Shanky McStabber.
And I am Mama McStabber, and I am playing Olga of Kiev of Clan La Sombra.
Good evening, I am Beetle Spock, and I'll be playing Yves Marchand of Clan Torido.
I'm Gina Vinish, and I'm playing Peregrine the Assamite.
Hello, I'm Maddox, and I'll be playing Snatcher the Nosferatu.
Hi everybody, I'm the Sarkhan, and I get to play Agustin de la Cruz, also of Clan La Sombra.
So last week, this coterie of Canaanites, they finally released Stanislav, thank you. I'm blanking on a name. They finally released him from the stake that happened to have been in his chest. And though he was bloodbound, I guess that kind of helped to make sure he wasn't lying to Gwen. He wasn't part of the Anarch attack and actually has been being a bit of a double agent. So after speaking with him a bit, this coterie decided to let him go so that he can serve them, I guess, in many ways.
And gave him a writ of hospitality to Sherazina's court.
Yes. But then after meeting with him, you all met with a gargoyle named Rocklord, a rather large monstrosity of a gargoyle who has asked for your aid in killing Lupa the Tremere, who happens to be his handler. This is also the Tremere that is escorting Nova Arpad at the moment. And during this time that you've spent traveling with him, he gave you the information about the path expected to be taken by Lupa the Tremere, which is a rather roundabout path in many ways. Not the path that would have been expected, because rather than go down the Danube River, they went all the way up the Murasol River.
Okay, I have to correct you. It is not the Danube, it is the Danube.
Thank you. I can't pronounce any of these names. So they went
I
all the way
like
up
Danube.
I like Danube anyway. Murasol River went right past Belgrade, as a matter of fact, on her ship, but all the way up almost to Bistritz to go down the Olt River to take a roundabout way to Sioris, because it would be the way no one would expect a Tremere to go. But it also leaves a brief period of time where this Tremere will be crossing land after leaving one boat
To get on another.
to get on another.
She thinks she's clever.
So there will be evidence left behind that they left this boat. But will she make it to her pickup boat? That is the plan. The journey has been a longer one, but with your horses and the fact that the gargoyle don't slow you down, that's for damn sure. You all are close to where you're in position.
Excellent.
I'm gonna let you all discuss the general battle plan.
Yes. We have on the route stopped at Strasbourg to visit Sherazina and gather some supplies that we need for this endeavor, including some flammable materials for said boat that is waiting on the second river. And so while we're setting up, Olga looks to Augustine and says, I believe we should send our guards to light the boat.
Of course.
That way, in case, and she looks to the others, in case she can get around us. It's a very long walk to Sioris. Through lands that are Zamitzi controlled. I doubt she'll make it.
The travel in these lands is very difficult this day and age.
Mm-hmm.
I shudder to think what would happen to them if they had to walk.
Also en route, and she goes to one of the boxes that we have in the carriage, and she says, I have done what needed to be done with the stag's blood. Your blades are now abyssal weapons.
And each of those blades now, the blade on them is that same inky black that, wow, 200 years ago, you had almost used on you in your own city.
Mm-hmm. This will get through their armor, if they have any. But understand, after you are done with it, by morning, your blade will be destroyed.
Oh, the poor blade.
We have extra. And she takes out her axes, and both of them are that inky black.
I'm assuming we shouldn't let this touch us as well, just to be safe.
I wouldn't recommend it. I believe with K-Knights like us, it doesn't do as much damage as it does to humans. But it will not be stopped by armor.
Is it still safe to sheath?
Yes.
Hey, speaking of humans, I think that Eve and Snatcher, you would best be utilized in dealing with whatever herd they have allowed the Nova Arpad and whatever mundane soldiers are traveling with them. That would be more your speed.
I was to assume that was to be my role as, and he points specifically to Olga, Peregrine, and Augustine. I have never experienced any true battles outside of being K-Knight.
You sell yourself short. You dealt with that hunter very well.
Yes, but the hunter was not a challenge or a threat.
A few animal attacks, maybe one bandit raid in the caravans, but
I wish I had some horses, like more horses than what we have.
More the big horses that we have.
That would be
Eventually.
brilliant. Eve, one of these nights I will sit you down and tell you the story of the Great Stampede.
Oh, sounds lovely.
It was something.
Yes. Do not revisit old tricks, my friend. Always innovate.
But certain things are always good, such as lighting flammable materials on a boat.
Of course.
I
Something
hope you'll
classic about fire, yes.
I hope you will understand, Olga, why I am refusing to call birds for such an excursion.
It's understandable.
And Rocklord just laughs. Birds don't like flying near me anyway.
Rock Lord, can you ensure that the materials are placed on the boat for the archers?
Of course, I can drop them from whatever height I need to.
Excellent. That will also prevent you from coming into contact with Lupa.
If she's not on the boat, I won't be prevented from dousing it.
Exactly.
Rocklord, do you react to flame the way Canaanites do, or does it not send you into fear?
Flame affects me as it does you. This skin looks like stone, but it is not truly stone.
And of course, the Tremere try to design the perfect soldiers, and they still can't manage.
You boil it down, there's still us.
Mm-hmm.
The limitations of the Canite form.
Indeed. Burns like wood.
Some of my brethren, when they get hit, their skin does turn more stone-like in response to injuries. Useful, but a disadvantage at the same time. Stone doesn't move.
Does daylight affect you the same?
Yes, I do not go out in daylight unless I wish to burn in flame.
We did witness you sinking into the ground, so
That is how
Or
I
you
hide from daylight.
Eerily similar to the gangrels.
Mm-hmm.
We were given many skills to make sure that we could at least survive as scouts. You must realize we were not just opposed by the Zemitzi, but their abominations they created as well.
Snatcher almost, but only because you guys are older than him, notice. He almost takes a breath for a sigh.
Peregrine will actually put her hand gently on Snatcher's shoulder and go in English, "It's okay. If you need to, take a breather. It's a lot on you."
I will be fine. Better after I kill this Tremere. Or
Bad.
someone kills this Tremere. I truly don't care who.
Olga goes to a small campfire that we had set up where she had a small cauldron over it, heating a portion of tar. She grabs a goblet, dips out some tar into it, and ingests it. I am using Angra Manu Consumes.
There you go. One of the abyssal powers. Okay. Pull it up and see what we have here.
Roll a stamina roll, difficulty 9.
Yep. To avoid throwing it up immediately.
Yep.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, Snatcher
I am
winces.
using a willpower.
Smart.
Can't
And I
imagine
got
why.
1 successes. So that's enough to keep it down.
You kept from throwing it up. Yep.
Yep. So, and with the success, I can keep it down for the night to do what I need to do.
Yep.
Mhm.
You take 2 levels of aggravated damage.
But I can soak it with fortitude.
Yep. So you can go ahead and hit your soak and select it as aggravated damage, and it'll automatically handle the
Fancy.
soak roll
Right.
for you.
Okay. And do I get anything special with my power?
Nope.
Okay.
You just get to soak it. 1 success.
Okay.
So you only took 1 aggravated.
Excellent.
Mhm. So you all see her drink this hot tar.
And she's got some burns around her mouth.
Yep.
I can't imagine that being any pleasant.
No, but it'll be effective if needed.
Good.
And then she douses out the fire.
Yeah, Snatcher's choosing not to comment on that horrific sentence.
Forever the
Snatcher-
scholar. Go on.
Seems
Sorry.
odd
No,
that you're
go.
drinking tar.
If
It will
nothing
bring
else,
the shadows to engulf any sources of light in case the mage likes to throw about sources of light.
I wish I knew what powers she had.
Good to be prepared for.
I just like to prepare
Nice.
based on what I have seen, and I have seen a variety of Tremere effects.
do we know of any talents outside of magic that they would possess? More canite abilities.
I know Lupa frequently changes what she looks like.
Does she? How so?
She changes her appearance.
Her actual features?
Yes.
Oh, I wonder what Samitsi taught her that.
Or perhaps she ate one.
That is more likely.
Does
Hmm.
she? Do you know what form she normally takes? Any features that you might be able to describe, maybe to identify, or is it usually always something?
Generally, I can't identify any set features.
Oh, it could be the trick that you do, and she points to Snatcher.
That is possible. It all depends on physicality. If you can interact with the new face, it is certainly not that. If your hand
Just
would pass
seeing
through
it.
it,
Yes, it could be that.
although in those contexts, depending on which branch you take, the power is a greater threat in one way than another.
Mm-hmm.
So if it is a physical sense, do not let her get her hands on you. If it is like me, just pay attention and suspect everyone. It's
Mhm.
easier that way. I guarantee I'm better at it, but any who have that set are nuisances to deal with.
How many stags did we happen to hunt? Do we have a number, or did we just say we were able
Oh,
to?
we might have hunted a couple.
Okay, because I would like to actually, before all this happens or it all goes down, is to allow the working of Scorpion's touch to bathe everyone's blades, because that will bring down their fortitude.
Odd, combining the abyssal blades with Scorpion's
Yep.
touch. Ooh, that's
Yes.
heinous.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I not an asshole?
Wow. Are we fighting Ventrue with fortitude? Who are we?
What are we?
It's like overkill, but I'm here for it.
I'm here for it.
I am.
I mean, why not? If we're doing abyssal blades, and I'm looking at what I could do, and Dragon's Call is not going to be what I want.
We can bypass armor. Now we can bypass
Mhm.
fortitude. We can.
Yep.
So really, what
Hello,
this
this is
coterie,
giving Olga ideas.
so really what we're learning is this coterie really doesn't like it when people defend themselves.
Mm,
We really don't like Nova
No.
Arpad. That's the whole thing.
There's
That's
the
the
crux.
thing.
What's
We're
funny
happy
is
for people to defend themselves. Just Nova Arpad needs to have her
Not-
fucking shit
Okay,
through their
so-
mind.
Not Nova.
It'll cost you looks like one per blade.
How many blades we got?
That's what I'm looking. Let me double check here. Actually, per cubic foot, minimum of one. So yes, one blood point from each, and you can have up to your generational limit. So you can get 4 blades done at the cost of 4 blood, and that's all you're able to do. It says
So
you
we
can
can
only
each get a blade.
retain the power of equal to your generational limit. So 4 of you can have a blade with the power with Scorpion's touch on it. Yep.
And it's just 4.
Okay.
You just have to roll your roll of let's see, you're going to make a roll of Willpower, difficulty 6.
Okay, how do am I just
click
rolling?
on Scorpion's Touch.
Okay. Use
Click the name.
willpower.
Yep, and it pops up for you.
Okay, it says willpower 7. So I click in the little dice pool thing. You use willpower or no?
It's up to you. Do you want to use a willpower?
Sure, why not? What the fine? Fuck
Yep,
it.
then click it.
Yeah, if you scroll down, if a power has a roll, if you scroll all the way down, it'll have
Roll at the bottom.
the option to
Got it.
roll it.
Yep. There you go. 3 successes. That is enough. Yep.
Yay! We're going to kick their asses.
Yep.
Mhm.
It's almost like no matter what clans you are, if it's 2 against 5 plus 1 gargoyle.
Yep.
Sorry, you wanted to do what with us? So Peregrine will actually do that, and she'll ask for everyone's blade, and you'll see her just slowly, ritually put these blades through blood,
Hmm.
and you'll see them coated. She'll tell you, make sure that you do. Donna, prick yourselves at all with these, because
When
they're
Olga
really bad.
snuffs out the campfire, she's actually going to do the level 2 Talons of the Abyss to summon her bigger pet. That's 3 successes.
Okay.
And you will see an almost cat-like creature of shadow manifest beside Olga, but it is bigger than the little one.
It's more like a lynx or a bobcat size.
Yep, it's more like a Eurasian lynx. It's the big lynx. The biggest of the lynxes.
Snatcher does like a half step away from it, but stays still near the group.
And she just,
Can I eat him?
no, you cannot eat him. But there will be things that are coming that you can eat. I promise. I just want you ready.
You know, the joke is that I can't eat, right?
Oh, but you can do so many things.
And now we learn that the Abyss has a sense of humor.
Yes. And Olga rejoins the group and has the shadow cat basically with her. And she says, actually, the creatures that come when we summon, they are influenced a lot by who is doing the summoning.
Is he one of the
Ah.
idiot men?
There it
No,
is.
he is a man that can learn.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that no, he is a man who happens to be an idiot, not an idiot man.
Hmm.
Well, the Abyss pulls in personality then. That's more disturbing.
Isn't it?
I
I am
respect you, Olga,
shaped
but I
by the
also
will
fear
of
you.
my creator. If her
Hmm.
will happens to be what it is, then it's inevitable I become what I am.
Just shows I have a sense of humor.
I'm gonna clap Snatcher on the shoulder. Wait till you meet the mine. I'm sure they would be nothing but cordial and charismatic.
Have you had the chance to meet any?
No,
I had assumed it was only Olga who was working on summoning these. Snatcher stops himself from saying things because one of them is literally standing near him.
Yep. I chose a very different path for my abilities, but they are no less impressive. If you are measuring by the ability to conjure creatures, I will need some more time.
What creature would you conjure?
I haven't thought of that. That will also come with time, I guess.
Is there anything we haven't considered for this yet? Anything that hasn't been mentioned or brought up? We've talked about Tremere and Ventru, possibility of humans,
Or ghouls.
but is there anything that could occur that we just haven't considered as of yet?
Do not forget the pendant that she has that protects her.
No, the pendant is the stone for the key for the gargoyle. She has a ward on her.
Hmm.
The ward is the far more obnoxious piece.
Sorry, I don't know words yet. The only thing I can do is the one that seals everything up when we sleep. As far as I know.
I would think that once she is dead, the ward would stop, but
It was a magnet before this. So you don't know really what her magic kind of can do with her.
Right. Correct.
if through the fight we determined that the ward has dropped, I will then work to retrieving that pendant.
That'd be fair.
But I will mainly be on the lookout for humans, as you said.
I can't promise that the ward won't injure you if you go for it. But I'm pretty sure if she is dead, it wouldn't matter.
So I do have an ability to make, not too similar to the Roman that we met at the soiree, but that will make them avoid me at least. So if you wanted me,
Perhaps. Depends on how potent they are.
I have never used it, but yes. But if you want me to do any fighting, at least on humans or ghouls,
That would be better for use for that. That way you can prevent being overwhelmed if they have numbers.
Protect yourself.
Yes.
yes.
There are plenty of soldiers amongst us.
I mean, I have practiced my stances that you've taught me, so it's not like I'm utterly defenseless now.
And if worst case, Augustine or I can throw some shadows down and suffocate them all.
Correct.
That'd be helpful.
I think we won't need to resort to that unless things start to go wrong.
Other than that, I think this is...
Because while vampires can exist in the shadows we lay, humans cannot.
No. I think this is a fairly strong plan that we do have put together.
Yes. So, Rocklord, go ahead and fly out to the boat. The materials are there.
I will fly and wait until I see your people on the shore before I drop it.
Mm-hmm.
They would immediately abandon ship if tar started falling
Yes.
before you were ready.
Yes.
And he stands and unfurls some rather large wings. Because, I mean, he was 12 foot tall. He's got to have some pretty big wings to carry him, too.
A big boy.
And lifts himself straight up into the air. And he moves at just an amazing speed, though. I mean, the other one that you had met, the gargoyle that the rest of you had met, I don't know, Eves had not met him, but the rest of them had met, moved pretty quick. This guy, no. This guy is much faster than that.
I see why he's a favorite.
Hey,
He is impressive.
Not the
That
favorite for
wingspan.
much longer.
Wingspan alone is huge.
It hurts for me to look directly at him.
I'm sorry.
I cannot change it, only move forward.
True, but at least you're trying to help him. Hey?
Thank you all for indulging in this. We did not have to help him. I'm certain you're
We
not
did-
just doing it to placate me, but
It does
thank you
feel
all the
right.
same.
Does feel right. That is what Augustine called I'm the bleeding heart.
If we had a thing and we felt as you did, you'd help us, wouldn't you?
I would try to.
So we're putting the shoes on. We're putting your shoes on for the moment to help you out, eh?
That's true.
Thank me when we
So-
succeed.
Promise.
The night is still young, and we have much to do.
Indeed.
Aye.
So you all are setting up on a. It's funny because the path that leads between the two rivers, there's actually a well-worn path there because it's quite common, not just for individuals, but sometimes entire loads are shifted between the two paths. So it's actually a rather wide, cleared area. It's not paved. The Romans did not build this, but it's a rather big area. Before we get into any kind of close to combat, now's the time for you all. If you're going to pump your stats up, as long as you don't pump them past your generation limit, now's the time to do it. That way we're not doing this, at the start of combat, that kind of thing. So here's your chance. If you want to pump up your stats, go ahead. And remember to do it after you spend it. You go to your, the gear on your character sheet and add it to the bonus, whatever you've increased it by. That way it's left in there.
Is there a button to rouse? No, there isn't.
No, you just spend blood points.
Oh, that's right.
Mhm.
That's
Yep.
right.
Yeah, we switched over.
We switch back to blood points.
So it's only physical, right? Where we can.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we can do it for more than one stat.
Yep.
Yes. All the
Mhm.
physical stats.
And
Okay.
it's how many bonuses per blood point do we?
One
get?
for one.
Okay.
Okay, so 1 bullet point for 1.
For 1 dot. Yep. And make sure you put it on the bonus side so that you still get your bonus, but it's not, you don't have to try to remember what your character sheet used to say.
Wait, where's the bonus part?
Yeah, I'm gonna spend two rounds.
You can't increase disciplines, no.
No.
You go to the gear icon.
Attributes, you
Oh,
can't.
okay, yeah.
What?
Where's the gear icon?
On the left side of your sheet.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay.
There's a whole column for
Ah.
bonus. You can just add them to the bonus column, and that way it counts it without having to redo your sheet every time to try to remember what you spent.
And it's 1 point per increase.
But you
Okay.
all have big blood pools, so
Yeah.
you got those 7th gen blood pools.
Mhm. So 10. I got.
Yep. If you try to go higher than 6, though, you'll have to. You don't want to go higher than 6 right now, because it'll they'll fade in 3 turns and combat won't start yet. Do that after combat starts. If you want to go higher than 6. Remember, attack rolls are made using dex in your skill. Damage is based off strength.
Damage is strength. Okay.
Yep. But hitting is based off dex.
And soaking is
Okay.
stamina.
And stoke is stamina. That's right.
Soaking, yeah. So I think I'm just gonna do 1
Yep.
strength.
Oh, I did in all of them.
I did 1
I
in all
got
of
the
them.
pull for it.
Yep.
I did 1 in all of them. I want to make sure I have enough blood for things.
I am also going to spend a blood point and find the most shadowy area for myself and my little abyss pet.
Okay.
And do shadow play to increase my stealth.
Okay. Yep.
And intimidation.
2 next. I'm gonna do.
Okay.
My strength 2.
And then I'll do Silence of Death and Unseen Passage.
See what you've got. I need to check yours since you're doing that. Let me see here.
Oh, for any others, does anyone else want to be hidden from view? Because I
I'll be
can
with
get,
you.
I can cover anyone that needs it.
And I'll do shadow play around us just to be safe.
Being with Sombra in the Dark Ages is so much fun.
It's got to do 2 in each. Okay. E6.
I mean,
Mhm.
that is true. Snatcher could obfuscate all of us.
Yeah.
Doesn't even cost me blood.
Yeah.
Surprise.
It's
Close
just
to
that with
gathering,
shadow play,
superior.
our stealth is enhanced, so we're less likely to be picked out.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but once I cloak, you guys don't even need to stay near me. We can spread the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Once
the ones who
once you do the group cloak, we're all hidden.
Unlike
you are the ones who
V5.
break my obfuscate for that case.
Mhm.
And unlike V5, if they don't have more specs than you have obfuscate, they have 0 chance, or equal or more, 0 chance of seeing through it.
There's a reason the Nosferatu are experts in that discipline. It's been one of the few things keeping them alive,
That's true.
at least at this point. They don't have a network just yet.
Shrek.
He comes later.
About 5 centuries.
Just getting my stuff set up for this. Come here. I gotta zoom in. It's too zoomed out.
And
Getting
if
my
someone
little combat thing set up.
and if someone tries to break through my obfuscate, they have to go off of my numbers, not anything you guys would be dealing with,
Right.
because it's not your power.
Nope.
Who didn't I get here? Oh, okay, we got that. Yep. Didn't add Augustine. There we go. There we go. Now everybody's in the combat track. Yep. Okay. So you all got everything activated you're going to activate for now.
No, mine's more spur of the moment, so.
Okay. So it's not long while you're sitting here hiding before down the road. Well, one person you do recognize immediately, Nova Arpad. It's hard to miss her. She's got her jet black hair, loose curls going down. She's got that sneer that she always has on her face. As if, she either smells something she don't like or heard something she didn't like. But next to her is a man. He looks to be excessively aged. Kind of got a stooped look to his shoulders. He's wearing the clothes that mark him as an alchemist, a traveling alchemist. But there's no guards. It's just the two of them. And the way Nova's holding his arm is almost like she's escorting this old alchemist through the woods.
Heightened senses hearing if I can hear their conversation.
Nova, you catch Nova asking this individual, "Are you sure the ship is going to be there?" And the individual's like, "Of course it's going to be there." And Nova is bitching about the fact that she has to cross land on foot, doesn't even have a carriage. She has to walk like a peasant. And the other individual just explains, well, that's part of the disguise. Though Nova never looks, the look on her face and the way she carries herself, she would not fool anybody that she's a peasant. She moves like a highborn lord, just happens to be wearing clothes that don't match her attitude. And they're walking right towards the trap. They don't seem to have noticed anybody. How close do you let them get?
I'm going to leave that to the tactical minds.
What do I have to do to deduce that old man is Lupa?
Oh, of course it's Lupa.
Yeah, I know, but
Well, you can roll.
duh.
That's a good one to roll. Let me look and see. Wouldn't be in empathy. Maybe go wits or expression. Would you be talking? Wits awareness, yeah.
Awareness?
Go with wits awareness. Or perception awareness. I mean,
Can I
Either
use read the soul? Just make sure maybe it's any
now
sort
there's
of.
an interesting one.
Yeah.
I didn't think of that one. Go ahead and use read the soul.
I have farsighted. Can I use that?
Yeah, sure. I'll let you use that.
Okay. 6.
Difficulty, yep, we'll go with 6 because it's already set default.
Actually, it was set on 8 before.
Oh, then set it on 8. Leave it on 8.
Oh,
That one's already set. The powers are already set. But it's not opposed.
5 successes.
5 successes.
Both
I
of
would
us.
tell you right off, the aura of the old man, the way it's the paleness of it marks them immediately as a vampire. I don't think we need to go into all the shades that they have because they're immediately marked as a vampire.
Right.
Yep. For Gwen, 5 successes. Yeah, the way this old man, he's bending and moving as if stooped, but there's no shake to the hands. There's no unsteadiness to the legs. This individual's putting on a show, but you're pretty sure that's just what it is a show.
Definitely reads this K9.
Not an old man at all.
All right. Hey, Snatcher, are you ready for this?
As much as one can be ready for it.
Good. If you have ever wanted to take a breath, now would be the time. And I grab his hand and I take him into the shadows.
Purposefully don't take a breath.
I'm gonna
I wanna-
abyss walk up behind Lupa and Nova.
Okay. I like that. That's some powerful shit there. Walk the abyss.
Yeah, boy.
Snatcher closes his eyes, by the way.
You roll
Don't-
courage, difficulty. Well, hang on.
Mhm.
Character rolls either intelligence to pass from one shadow to another. You don't need to roll courage, actually. Actually, yes, you have to do first. You have to roll a intelligence stealth roll.
But shadow play helps your stealth.
Correct.
Yep.
And obfuscate means it's less likely for you to be noticed in the first place.
So you get to add 1 to your stealth pool.
Mm-hmm.
So you give yourself a bonus of 1 to that. Intelligence and stealth, difficulty 7. Need to fix that power so it rolls correctly because it's a different roll than what I put. Courage is after you've done it. So we'll have you roll that first.
Yep. +1 from that.
Maddox, you can make a courage roll at difficulty 7.
We've
have high
traversed
courage and
the
I-
abyss together. You can do this.
Yeah, I believe in you.
See, I have high courage and I still don't believe in myself. But I will spend a willpower because that's apparently a thing you can do in this game.
Yep.
What difficulty again?
Difficulty 7.
Gotcha.
Augustine, now you do a courage check, difficulty 5 for yours.
Yep.
Failure to make your courage check means you rush Shrek the moment you come out of the abyss.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fuck.
Well, you got 2.
That's okay, man. I will
I guess
direct
that
you.
counts.
Yep.
You both got 2.
And as you step in to appear behind them, everybody gets to hit your initiative.
All right. Roll for initiative, my boy.
Yep. Here we go.
It's on your character sheet. There's an initiative button for you.
Yeah, 15.
Yep.
I got a solid dozen. How about that?
It did not change my number.
I'll fix it.
Where is that button?
It is on the right side of your front
Oh.
sheet.
Yep.
It's the third. No, it's the second button down.
Swords
Yeah,
behind
I
the
see it
shield.
now.
Okay, let me fix it because you're right. It did not.
It didn't update our numbers.
Nope. But I can fix it. Initiative value 15 for
For Olga,
Olga. Yep.
Snatcher got a 12.
Snatcher got a 12. I'll update it here. Let me hit the button here. Update 12 for Snatcher.
Yep. 21 for Augustine.
Thank you for helping me out with this.
Of course, got you.
21. Yep.
Okay. Peregrine got 10.
That's the cursed spot.
Yep. And then Eve's got 15.
Okay, there we go. And as the combat's about to start, right here, everybody, we're going to go to break because I don't want to stop combat in the middle of break because this may take a few rounds. So we will be back after the break in 10 minutes, and then you'll get to see how they murder the shit out of these people, hopefully. Welcome back. Before the break, they're going after Lupa and Nova Arpad, and Augustine just drug Snatcher through the stuff of oblivion itself. Because they didn't expect your coming, I'm giving you surprise on this one.
I mean, we're invisible anyways, so
Mhm.
double
Though,
surprise.
As Augustine and Snatcher step out of the shadows, both of you get 1 aggravated damage. Something courses through you.
Oh, no soak.
No soak, but only 1. A single point.
Oh, that's nothing.
Mhm.
Snatcher grits his teeth for a second, but yeah, as everyone in the cast just said, it's 1 ag.
It's 1 ag.
It stings, but
Yep. Stings the nostrils.
I mean, you feel it on just all the way from your head to your feet, whatever it was. And as you're stepping out, Lupa, obviously the old man, has started to turn towards you. But as I said, you all get to go first. So the first one to go is Augustine.
I'm going to, real quick, I'm going to whisper
Yep.
to Peregrine to stake the Tremere. And then, Augustine, please go.
As much as it pains me to do this to such a memorable character, I'm going to use another blood point to activate my 2 extra actions of celerity. And I am going to go straight for Nova first.
Let's see.
Fuck
You have
that
celerity 2,
cunt.
so you can only get 1 extra combat action. It's half your celerity for combat action. So you can spend 1 blood point to get a
Yep.
second combat. So you can get 2 attacks on Nova Arpad.
Yeah, I wanted to keep 1 for defensive anyway.
Yep. That works.
I'm guessing my specialty of swords counts to this.
Yes, it does.
Oh, what a nice guy you are. I don't get the bonus from celerity because I'm using it for the extra actions. So it'll be just dexterity and melee.
Mhm.
I'm okay.
Did you roll it off your character sheet?
I did.
No,
Oh,
you
was I not
didn't
supposed
click
to?
your sword, did you?
I did not click my sword.
Let me, it's
Oh,
under your
that's-
melee weapons.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
actually-
you have?
Yeah.
You already have it there? That's cool.
Yep.
I didn't know that. All right.
Roll that one instead,
You got it. Do that.
because that handles the damage for us automatically as well.
Damn, that's fancy.
Including the abyssal weapons and the scorpion.
The abyssal weapon just negates armor. So you got
Yeah.
5 successes. Go
Sure.
ahead and roll your damage based off that because you've got 5.
It also bypasses fortitude because they've been scorpion touched.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, it doesn't bypass it, lowers it.
Oh, it lowers their
After they,
fortitude?
yeah,
Yeah.
their fortitude, as
Yeah.
soon as it gets pierced, their fortitude starts dropping.
Okay.
Still an
Yes.
evil fucking combo.
Yeah.
So it should have popped up your damage thing.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not going to use my.
If you're going to use your potence, just add the extra dice if you're not using the extra blood from it. So
Yeah, I'm not
add
going to use the
3 bonus.
So,
Just put
Yeah,
3
I'm
as the bonus. It kicks your
I'm not going to
potence
make
in
them
for
automatic. I'm just going to bump it up.
Yep.
So boop.
8
Shit.
successes.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
I get to roll for soak
Mhm.
against lethal.
For as much as you think you can.
Not enough. She got 3 successes, so she takes 5.
Belgrade sends their
2,
regards, Nova.
3, 4, 5 lethal. Mm-hmm. That
Oh.
really fucks her up. And
What
you
was the
get a
name
second
of that,
attack.
yeah, what was the name of that Ravnos that fucking did some shit to her?
God, I
say
forget
his
that name so long ago.
I'm just gonna use his name to see what that does to her.
Okay, go ahead and get a second attack in. Might as well get them both now.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go.
6 successes. Nice.
He's going down in one fucking attack.
Well, 2 attacks, technically. Go ahead and roll your
Yeah.
damage for your second one.
You got
How
it.
much for that Ventru survivability, I guess? Fuck.
5 successes passed. And then I'll roll her soak. Ooh, she did much better with soak this time. She
Yeah.
did soak of 4. So you have now.
I
There we
felt like
go.
I should have done my blood pool. But I
Did
was
you
like, know
deduct
what?
her fortitude though?
Now it's going to start taking effect. Yep, I have to make a note of this now and change her fortitude now.
Yeah, because it shouldn't have done for that soak roll because it hit her on that first roll.
I got to roll and check. So what we got to roll now to see how much stamina plus fortitude at any. How many successes did you have when you rolled?
For damage, he got
No, I'm talking for hers. Let me roll back up for. I got to
Go
check
ahead.
her ability
3
here.
or 4, no?
She had
She got
3 successes. Oh no, the Talons of the Abyss. Scorpion's Touch, she had 3 successes. So I get to roll. Well, actually, it's just a soak against that ability because it's stamina plus fortitude when it hits her. Let's see what the damage is. And it's against. I haven't used this power before. This is a new one for us. Number of successes minus. Okay. So let's see. Standard difficulty. And then we'll see if she gets anything of it. Okay. So the first hit, she got 3 successes, so she's not losing any stamina from the first hit. Second hit, though, she got to do it again. Okay. She got 4 in the second, so no stamina loss from those 2 hits. But they're going to keep going. She'll lose eventually.
Mhm.
So that's it. Augustine's attack. Olga, you are next.
I'm going to send my shadow cat in
Okay.
on Nova.
Okay. That's going to be your fun little monster.
Mm-hmm. It is a literal manifestation of the abyss hitting her.
Mm-hmm. No, I
So
know.
it'll probably feel like a light breeze.
No, it'll feel worse than that. Death incarnate. Yeah.
The abyss sucks. Sometimes literally.
Okay.
And that'll be my action for this turn.
Well, I mean, that's not your.
Oh, that's not?
No, you just told it to go in. It's
Yeah.
it's its own creature.
Okay. Then I will come in. Fuck it. I got fortitude. I'll take a whack at the fucking Tremere.
It's a good litmus to see what the ward does.
Mm-hmm. Fuck it, I can take the hit.
Okay, hang on.
And it's already triggered with they got hit by ag by approaching. So maybe it's defunct now.
Your
Maybe.
creature comes in, hits her, manages to wound her, but doesn't kill her. I mean, it hits her.
Okay. Hey, as long as the creature's still standing.
Yep.
Fine.
Well, it didn't get attacked back because
Okay.
you all go first. You're surprised. You got surprised. So now Olga's doing what?
I am going to hit the Tremere with my axe.
You got to chop at the Tremere?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead. You don't have enough celerity to get double attacks. Actually, you do. You can get an extra attack or use it for defense.
I'm going to use it for defense. Just
Okay. So you're hitting the Tremere? Okay, go ahead.
that I'm visible. They're going to come for me.
Yep.
5
successes. Nice.
Although it is horrific to suddenly see a woman just pop out with axes and then chopping towards your face.
Go ahead and just roll the damage from it. Oh, shit. 8 successes, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that's not good. Let me double check something here. Pretty sure I'm doing that right. Let me see here. Yeah, bashing is half damage, but lethal, which is what you all are using, is full damage. That's what I thought. Just double checking what you take half and what others. You're doing lethal because you're using bladed weapons. You had 8 successes. She had 2 on her soak. So that means 6 she takes lethal.
Mm-hmm.
So 4, 5, 6 lethal. Okay. It's not enough to push her into ag, but it's fucking her up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And now we go down to Eve. What are you doing?
Well, they seem to have taken care of that very well. There is no like ghouls or humans around that we expect.
No, they didn't bring any guards. They were trying to be subtle about this. This was a woman escorting her father to a boat.
Oh, that's nice.
Mhm.
I can try to invade her mind and make her.
Or you can just jump in and fight. Remember, because
Yeah,
they're surprised, they have no ability to dodge. All they can do is soak this turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna head over.
Okay. Yeah. They have
Make my
no
merry
ability
way.
to dodge.
Also, Eve, do you have celerity as well? Because that might be
I have celerity. Yeah, I
benefit.
have 2 dots.
So you can spend a blood to get 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Yep. I am going to do such thing.
Who are you attacking?
I was Nova.
Okay. Go ahead.
I think I'll do Nova. Where's the? It was in my.
Let me
I
see.
don't
Did
think
I
I
add
have-
it to your sheet? Otherwise, Yep.
Olga legit engaged.
No, you don't have your
the
sword in there.
Tremere, so that the Tremere would
No.
focus on her.
Give me 1 second. I'll get your
Right.
sword added to your sheet. Just got to add it to your sheet. Dark Ages weapons. You're a sword man, so we'll just add a broadsword.
Yeah, I'm a sword
Bam.
man.
There you go. Now you can just click broadsword.
Okay. It's in the.
It's on the
It's in
weapon.
gear.
Yep. No, under the weapon looking icon on your sheet.
Oh yeah, with the gun. Yeah, that kind of threw me off.
Yeah, I know. It looks like a gun, but it's not. Just
I
click
see
that.
armor,
Melee weapon.
melee weapons. I don't
Oh,
have
wait a minute. I
anything
added
under
to the
there.
wrong person. That's why you don't see it. My bad. I should add it to the right character, shouldn't I? Funny how that works. It can't be used by the wrong person. There you go. Now you have it.
I can use their stats maybe.
Go ahead. Use that.
All right. There we go. A broadsword. Yeah, I
It's
used
gonna broadly go through her body. Yes.
Yes.
Yep,
Strength 6.
Just click the weapon and it lets you roll it.
Oh, okay.
See,
2.
broadsword attack. 2 successes. Okay. So now you can roll your damage and I'll roll her soak.
So damage is it's already damaged.
Yep,
Oh,
it
it's
already
popped
adds
up.
it to
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Three
Three.
successes. And then she'll roll for her soak.
Now, this is the
Okay.
third weapon with Scorpion's touch on it. That's
Yep,
in
I'm going to
there.
have to roll her
Yeah.
again after this. That one, I forgot to roll her for Olga's as well. Ooh, okay. Let me adjust her character sheet because I got bad news for y'all. She had almost no stamina.
Oh, bad news.
Or it lowers fortitude though. No, stamina, right? Yeah.
Stamina.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so let me re-roll the soak from Eve because she had less than that.
No, that was
Ooh.
for Nova.
Or from Eve's attack from Nova. Right.
Okay.
By the way, it's a really cruel power to keep using the stat that gets affected. That's
Uh-huh.
really fucked.
It piles up pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that wrong? Hang on.
At least
I really
to Noah, it
hate
seems like overkill.
V20
But
combat.
God bless the 3 and out rule.
Yeah.
Why is it? It's rolling
so
too high.
fucking crunchy. Mm.
See, if you played higher gen vampires, that would happen less because there's less mechanics that you deal with.
Yeah. Working on it.
No, I said higher gen.
Oh,
Neonates and shit.
neonates and shit. No, I hate neonates.
And guess what? Neonate experience costs are really nice.
Yeah.
the older you get, the more math you have to do.
I'll
There
do
we
the
go.
math. I'm okay with the math.
Okay. Oh, yep. That fucks her over even more.
All right, so my second go.
Yep. Your second go.
Another 2 successes for the attack. And 4.
Ooh. Okay. Now she's getting soak even less. 4. Ooh, that fucks her over. Your blade comes in this time and cuts a nasty wound down her side, nearly taking off one of her arms. She's still up, but
I mean, she is a Ventru.
right, but she is not in very good shape. I'd put her pretty well close to done. Yep. Next person is going to be no Lupa, no Nova. Snatcher, your turn.
Fantastic. I can see vaguely behind Lupa, right?
Yeah.
Fantastic. I'm going to use Ignis Fatus as someone behind her is going to very loudly proclaim, "I have you," as a distraction. I would like to try and impose some sort of penalty to make it even harder for her to defend.
Okay. You're going to create your illusion, Ignis Fatus. You spend a willpower point.
Muted.
Happy to.
I'm not muted. Nope, I'm not muted.
Okay.
You spend a willpower point, and then you're going to create the illusion. You're going to use it for the noise of it.
Yep.
Let me have you roll. I think we'll do a roll for this one of manipulation, subterfuge.
Subterfuge.
Yeah. Why not?
May I also spend a willpower for that?
Of course, you can always spend a willpower for a skill roll.
And then standard diff or something else?
Standard diff.
Okay.
I like
4
standard diff.
successes.
How many?
4.
Okay. I'll give her a penalty to her rolls when she's trying to do something after that, at least until she realizes she's just been fooled.
Mm-hmm. And that, unfortunately, is a very noticeable thing to utilize a discipline, so my obfuscate does.
Yep. The only one that still has obfuscate's Gwen.
Which
What
is
is
really the
Gwen
only
doing?
one we need obfuscated.
Gwen is going behind Lupa and staking her.
Okay. So Gwen's going to roll. Actually, let me give Gwen a stake on her character sheet because I forgot to add everyone's
Please.
equipment. But thankfully, I have stakes already added to this.
Everyone should have steak on their sheet.
I know, really. They should.
Just not A1 sauce.
Everyone.
It's a nice ribeye.
Both kinds in case you need to feed a wild dog.
Mm-hmm.
Or one of those giant horses that barely eat meat.
Oh, absolutely. They eat meat.
Where is it?
Max,
And
everybody,
Regular
anything
horses eat-
else, too.
Regular horses eat meat.
There we go. Now you got steak on your character sheet.
Max, everybody can hear that, right? Because I'm reading next Fatis and it doesn't say anything that it's targeted.
It's not targeted. Everybody hears.
Yeah, it's
Perfect.
just from behind Lupa, whereas you hear a masculine voice, probably something Snatcher heard at one point when the Ottomans were fucking attacking.
No, I just want to make sure that I heard it so that I can give you a good.
Just click the steak on your on the character sheet
got it.
under
Can I
combat
use-
stuff.
Can I use my specialty of swords? I have melee of 4.
I'm trying to decide. You know, why not? It isn't a sword, but you can thrust it like it's a sword.
Mm-hmm.
Normally,
it's
if they
good.
knew you were coming, I wouldn't let you use it. But since this is a surprise, why not? You can also put a willpower for an extra success.
Doing that too, it's giving me a difficulty of 9.
Yep, that is the difficulty for staking.
Oh,
To hit their heart.
Okie
Yep, spend a willpower.
Mm-hmm.
My fingers are crossed right now.
If you inflict 3 levels of health damage, they are staked. You have
fuck
7.
my life kit!
Now roll your damage part.
Oh, God, don't kill her with the steak.
Trying to.
That would be
is it-
fucking funny.
It would not be
where's
5e,
the
it would
da-
be steak bait.
Where is it? Where's the
It
damage?
should have
at?
popped up at the same time. Should have had a thing pop up with it.
No, I did not.
Shanky didn't inform us that this Tremere has the Dark Fate flaw.
I've got a description. Do you want me to roll that?
No.
Oh wait, hold on.
Scroll to the
Damage.
bottom.
Yeah, hold on. I got you. Hold on. Sorry.
Yep. Does it automatically for you.
Yeah, it does it
Cool.
automatically.
All right.
It even counts your
second.
extra successes so that you know how much damage you do.
Fuck.
7 damage. It's only
Fucking
lethal because it's
Assamites.
not considered aggravated. 2 successes, so they take 5. That is enough. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does not ash her. It is more than 3 damage. You have staked Lupa.
Yay.
Yep.
Woo.
Your second steak of the season.
And then
Yep.
I've got 3 celerity. Is there any way I could
You can
just
spend a blood
end
point
Nova?
to do a second attack.
And go for Nova.
Yep.
With your sword.
Spend a blood
Exactly.
point for a second attack. Go ahead.
All right.
And this, folks, is why you never let Assamites sneak up on you.
That's right.
This is also
Because
why
they do shit like this.
you don't ever want to be surprised in V20 because you get
don't
no
to
defense roll.
go.
No defense roll. All you have is soak. And trust me, soak is not going to save you.
3's fine. Means I hit her.
Yep. 3 damage, huh?
And I am using my sword that has Scorpion's touch on it.
And it's an abyssal blade.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like any armor they had wouldn't have even been effective without the ritual. So,
But it's always better to be prepared.
yeah, like
It looks better. It looks
Lasombra
cooler.
loves to have a 100% guarantee.
Absolutely. We like to win.
Add a bit of flair to it.
Your sword cuts into her. What does she have left? Oh, shit. Your blade comes in. She's already been extremely wounded by Yves. You actually managed to separate her head from her shoulders.
Nice.
3 successes was enough to put her over her final death.
Nice.
So Nova Arpad now, she's rapidly turning to dust because she's old enough that there's nothing going to be left of her. And you have a staked Tremere here in front of you.
Olga's diablerizing the Tremere.
And she has a necklace. And
Patrick
as soon as she
takes the
went,
necklace.
as soon as you staked her, she went from old man to a woman with brown, long brown tresses and brown eyes.
Mm-hmm.
She's still wearing the alchemist outfit, but her mask of 1,000 faces dropped immediately.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I've got the pendant, Snatcher is going to turn and walk away because he does not want to witness diablerie.
No.
And literally, Olga will go ham.
Peregrine will go walk with Snatcher.
The way this
I'm-
works is normally you would have to roll a strength against difficulty 9
I can
to
do that.
wait a minute, but because of the way this works, there's no
She can't fight me.
right. There's no way to fight it. This isn't V5.
safe.
Right. This isn't V5. The only thing is that if it takes you a long time, somebody else could attack you and stop you from doing it. Since that's not happening, so as you're drinking through, first of all, what is your road rating?
My road rating is 5.
Okay, so you've got to make a self-control roll against difficulty of 5. You can't use willpower on that one.
Okay.
Wait, she gets a
got
road
2.
effect even if it's not humanity?
No, it's you have to do that to keep control after eating somebody, just in general.
Just to keep
okay.
control.
Yep, because she's overwhelmed as Olga begins drinking this Tremere down. Euphoria washes over Olga. It's a very pleasurable experience as she's pulling.
It's elder blood.
It's described as akin to an orgasm,
Yeah.
but more powerful. So Olga begins shuddering as she's drinking down this vampire, and then
I'm gonna scoop up some of Nova.
you can really feel the power of the blood coursing through you. As a result of this, Olga is now generation 7 or 6. You have now dropped 1 generation.
And we now have a luminary in the coterie. Oh boy.
This also means that for a bit of time, you're going to have the black flakes in your aura. Not that you give a shit. This is
Not
Transylvania.
That I give a shit.
Yeah.
It's Transylvania and she's a La Sombra, a double who gives a fuck.
Yep.
Holy shit, that opened up so many dots on my sheet.
Of course it did. You fucking monster.
After this
Enjoy
act
your
of
power
Olga
increase.
is done, Lupa also begins to turn into nothing but ash and a skeleton.
Nah, I don't care about Lupa. I want some of Nova to keep.
Okay, well, you got Nova ashes.
I'm going to actually do some of my Koldoonism to call the wind to spread the ashes.
After I assume Augustine gets done gathering up whatever he's
Once
planning to
done,
steal.
She'll dismiss her pet, and then she will basically do, is it Barbista's throne, I think? That's the wind.
I think so. Let's see. Yep.
No, hang on.
No, you send your sources for that.
That's the second one. Petroscu's hospitality. That's the wind.
Yep. So you toss some of your blood into the air.
Yep.
Actually, you're within sight of the Carpathians.
Yes, I am.
No
I'm
blood
not
is
gonna expend
expired.
any blood.
You make a dexterity plus for your abyss mysticism, it's dexterity plus actually it's dexterity plus your Kodunic with no bonuses.
It doesn't allow me to roll it.
No, roll it manually.
Okay, how do I roll Kodunic? There's nothing to roll it.
Interesting. You're right. You are right. Roll dexterity and then add as a bonus your Kodunic, but you got to roll your base dexterity, so turn off your bonus points.
Why do I have to do my base?
Because Kodunic never takes into account stats that have been surged.
Oh. That fucking sucks.
That's also hyper specific. Are there any other disciplines that do that?
No, just Koldunic.
Just
I'm
Kodunic.
gonna fuck the Koldunes every fucking time.
Yeah, just Kodunic.
That's World of Darkness for you.
So, yep, just roll your dexterity and add 3 bonus dice.
Yeah, just
Or
because they can summon
bonuses.
lava underneath you, like they get really hosed.
Yeah. Just because they can sense everything going on within miles around them, they get hosed so bad.
I got 160
That's enough for the wind to come down and blow the ashes every which way.
every which way. So
And-
nobody can find them.
In the distance, you can see flames. Well, you can see the glow from the flames that comes from where the ships would be.
would you, storyteller, like me to test on my humanity since I willingly just let an atrocity occur behind me?
Of course, I'll let you test that. I was going to wait till after the game, but we can do your road rating right now. You've got to roll your conscience. The difficulty is going to be 6, but it
Okay.
increases by the difference in your road rating. So,
I think my road rating's
well, based
6,
on the
5.
let me see, Maddox's.
Oh no, I'm at 4. Fuck.
Yes, but it was monstrous, vile act.
That I took
So,
no part in even trying to stop because
yeah,
I'm not
and
fighting
it's-
Olga.
So 3 is the difference in your road rating. So you're going to have to go ahead and roll a difficulty 9.
2 successes.
Okay, well then you managed to somehow justify to yourself what was done.
My beast understands that it's more afraid of Olga than I am of it, so it doesn't bitch about it.
Would that
Though
count for Eve too? Because he's also humanity, but also technically community.
I
I don't
mean,
know.
you tell me, would you need to roll it? Do you fear your character would be shocked or
Appalled at
appalled at what she
No.
just did?
You're
No,
like,
I
no,
expected her
it's
to do
Olga
that.
tracks.
Yeah.
I always
If it
like to
benefits
defer
the
to
community.
the players. The players normally know if their characters would not
I think in
be
this
happy.
instance, I don't think this instance is over needed.
Yeah.
I think
It's
I'll,
it's not just Olga either. Like it's the act itself. Like
Right.
you're destroying and absorbing another vampire. I don't have a problem with that whatsoever.
I have, and the mitigating factor, this is a Tremere who stole their entire fucking bloodline.
I just usurped the usurper.
Bing pot. Yep, Bing pot.
You slurped.
I slurped the usurper.
Forbidden slurp.
Mhm.
So
Aragorn gets blamed for it, so no, go
And-
for it, and she'll take the Tremere's whatever Tremere belongings they had.
and is
You
that
find
when
several
Olga
pieces
earns
of jewelry,
And probably some ritual
all kinds of little bits and pieces. One of the
Knickknacks.
pieces of jewelry, though, you noticed before the fight started, it looked normal. It was a silverish looking ring, but now it is just suddenly tarnished. The stone in it is cracked.
That's what she was using.
Hey, it's something you can study.
It's not long before you hear the flapping of wings,
Yeah, we're gonna meet back at the horses.
and Mario and the guards come back. They got a bit of soot on them from lighting all the arrows. And Mario reports to Augustine, they went up like timber.
Good.
I think 1 or 2 of the sailors might have gotten away. They jumped in the water and started swimming downstream.
They are no concern of ours.
And Rocklord immediately looks towards Snatcher. Got the amulet, didn't you?
he's not even hiding it. He's holding it up, sort of half looking at it and half showing it to everyone.
And Rocklord puts his hand out. I couldn't take it from you. Thank you.
Of course not. Why would I ever just keep that? That seems cruel.
And you see him take the thing and he shoves it against his chest, and his hand slowly sinks into his chest where the amulet goes with it. So he pulls his hand free.
Close to your heart.
It's kept inside. It is mine now. Until I find a way to destroy it without destroying me.
You are as free as you ever will be, Rocklord.
I will not forget this. When my people are free, I owe you a life boon.
Make sure you tell them that you were destroyed, that they were destroyed by Tzimisce.
Of course.
And we will go wait at the inn and wonder where the hell Nova Arpad is.
It's just like her to be so late.
I will find another of my kind and inform them that they were attacked by Zemitzi, and I am off to hunt the one who killed her.
Perfect.
By the time they realize the deception, I will be,
Long gone.
but not far.
I look forward to the cascade.
When I meet with the Great Mother again, I will tell her that you all helped me. I'm sure she will be thankful as well.
If you could pass on a separate message as well.
Of course.
Snatcher, the current one of the leaders of Belgrade, wishes to meet and speak with her, face to face. I do not expect it to be prompt, but I am tired of waiting and tired of missing her. I need to have that conversation.
You will be surprised it may come sooner than you think. Though she is not allowed to leave Seoris, plans are in motion for her to leave anyway.
I would be more than appreciative to be kept informed, whatever way you can.
I will do what I can.
I don't know if I get your lessons.
I won't forget. When we are free, it'll be time for not just me, but others of my kind to learn, to get what
Yeah.
was stolen from us back.
I got a good library for you to at least start on. Sink your teeth into.
You'll have to teach me to read first.
Duh. You think I'm not going to just hand it over and expect everything? And nah. You're a wee babe. I got you.
Won't even take a few months.
Ugh, probably a month and a half.
And he actually does something strange. He bows, which having a 12-foot tall gargoyle bow, I mean, he still ends up looking you in the eye when he's bowed, because, yeah. And then he jumps into the air and flies south towards Seoris. Leaving you all with your guards, your ghouls, for a trip home, right?
We have to play the part.
Yeah, we
For
gotta
a trip
go.
to the fort. Sorry. Well, it is towards home at least, because Seoris, if you look, is not, it's actually closer to your place
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
than I would have been comfortable with.
Yeah, a little bit.
They
Olga's
just
not
haven't done
disappointed to
anything.
hear they're relocating.
Yep.
Oh, where are you going? Vienna? Oh, that's a nice place.
That's far. You
That's
go
so
there.
far
beautiful.
away.
Such a
I'm
wonderful
sure
city.
nothing will
Enjoy
happen
it.
to it in the future.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing.
So well defended.
Yeah.
So I'll give you all a scene to discuss the after effects as you're on the road towards Seoris, which honestly, it's easier for you to go back to the other river and take a trip down it because it goes right past your city. Gwen knows all the ships that ply up and down that area, and I know she can find one that won't speak about transporting you because Gwen has connections in most of the sailors that navigate this river. So it's a quiet night on the ship when you all can talk.
I look at Olga. And I might take a look at see the soul and see the read the soul and see the
I get to resist this invasion of my privacy.
so
Not in this edition. There's no roll against it, against Read the Soul.
Ooh.
He rolls perception, empathy, difficulty 8. That's it.
Difficulty's my willpower, right?
Nope, it's just difficulty 8.
Okay. I am a gen higher than him. Difficulty's not my willpower?
yeah, I know.
Nope, that is not one that
Okay.
you can resist off willpower.
Okay.
3. I forgot about that part. But I did say I was going to do it, so
Let's see. 3 successes. You notice she's pale. You know she's a vampire. The
Mhm.
main color and pattern patterns, huh? I don't know. What emotion is Olga feeling?
Light blue.
Light blue?
Hmm.
And then I'm going to look, because it says here exactly.
She's calm. For once, she's calm.
Oh my God. Only 1 month? Well, no, all of you are actually unsettled in her presence right now for a month.
She is
Is-
eerily calm.
Yeah.
You say we're unsettled. All I hear is business as usual.
Mhm.
Probably
Yeah.
true. But she has thin black marks running through her aura.
Hmm.
Forgive me.
What?
I've heard stories about what taking in the vitae of another.
Oh, I've done this
Supposed to be.
before.
But I've never seen it before.
It's just the last time I did it, it didn't give me anything. This at least gave me power.
How do you feel? How did it feel?
Blissful. It
That's
is dangerous. It is very dangerous. I can see why some get addicted to it.
Snatcher crosses himself.
I do not have a desire to do so with every powerful individual I meet. But times are changing. There are things coming from the West that are going to try to supplant the way we do things in the East. And power is required to contend with these forces. And then we also have enemies from the South. Power is required. I will do what I must to secure my holdings. And if
Hey.
that means I do something abhorrent, I will do what I must.
I'm not saying I don't approve. I expected that from you, and learning that, especially from a usurper from a higher or lower generation, that you were going to, do this, and just the effects afterward.
I feel that I could learn so much more now than
What do
I
you
ever
plan?
could before.
Mm.
That I could command so much more now than I ever could before. I am satisfied.
I've never seen you such calmness before.
It is not against what I feel makes me what I am. To do such things if there's purpose behind it. I am on the road of rulers.
Of course.
I have been since before I was ever made this. I was born for it.
Well, this is happening. I'm gonna flick the back of my hand at Snatcher's chest and just kind of like motion for us to step aside. This is not a conversation for us. Snatcher, I want you to know that I saw what you did with the Ravnos power. And I am wondering, have you thought about combining it with your shadow play?
Do you mean disguise myself as others and speak with their voice?
There is that, yes, but I think that you can be so much more creative. You used to see the spirits of the dead, yes?
I still see the spirits of the dead. I just
I-
haven't had much cause to speak with any of them.
Oh, I'm sorry that I brought up your curse then. Um,
I have gotten used to it.
the combination of your powers, though, could prove useful, no? To conjure up spirits to help us in scenarios like we just faced.
If one is to rely upon spirits, it is best if one is a necromancer, a practice
No.
that I would never learn.
You misread me, my friend. The spirits would not be real,
Ah,
but because of your abilities, they could be tangible.
they would not be able to move.
Hmm.
If I were to make a flame, it would be flame. It would look like fire. Unmoving fire. I'm not of a talent where I can animate them. So in time, possibly. At this current moment, no.
Would you be opposed to teaching me this shadow play that you have?
I can teach you.
Excellent.
Rather easy to learn.
I have ideas. And I trust you to help me see these ideas to fruition.
May I ask you something unrelated to this conversation?
I would hope that we have a mutual trust that this question is moot. Please ask away.
Will you ever embrace your son? Or will he be a ghoul for all time?
I'm gonna step back from Snatcher at that. That is not a question I was prepared for. It has come up recently. I feel as though if he chose the curse, it would have to be his choice. I could not force it on him. I would not ask any of you to do that.
I ask only through a unique version of what you are dealing with. I have my own childer. It is a different process than a true heir or son. But I have discovered that if I hold them for too long, if I do not let them explore, make their own mistakes, they are stunted. I've known ever since you told me of him how much you care for that man. But if you do not let him make his own way, you're doing a disservice to him and possibly building resentment towards yourself. Not to say he would not still love you, but love can be tainted.
I'm gonna step in so close to Snatcher right now.
Thatcher doesn't move.
My concern, and should you breathe a word of this to anyone else, I think it's better left unsaid. But my concern is that he is not worthy of the La Sombra clan. So until I find someone that I feel is worth that bind, he will stay as is.
A more noble decision than I had expected, but I am glad to hear it all the same. I simply wished to bring those thoughts to your attention.
They have been brought.
Snatcher will tentatively reach up to place a hand on Augustine's shoulder. It is seen by many as a curse. But should you ask me, I would be more than willing to offer.
Nature, of the two of us, one walked away from the sight of Olga taking in the vitae of the Tremere. I mean this with no disrespect to you. You are very useful and you have been a good friend. My son is too good for your clan. And with that, I'll walk away.
Snatcher stares after Augustine for a little bit and then will just mutter under his breath, "Story of our unlife." And then go below decks to rest.
Anyone else planning to have conversations? No? Then we are going to end this episode here with this coterie having to take a trip all the way near Seoris, where Nova Arpad and the Tremere that was with her never shows up. Now, you all waited an extra week past the time. You got there a few days early and waited a week. And they never showed up.
I guess Tremere do not uphold deals.
This
They
probably
was-
just
If they usurp this, they're going to observe everything else. Don't deal with them.
Lesson learned.
And then
This is
Go ahead.
Nova Arpad we are talking about anyway. I expected nothing less than this.
True. True.
Valid.
it's not
I am
long,
looking forward to going home.
Yes.
it is not long
Time
after
on the
this
road.
that you return back to your city with 6 nice horses.
Mm-hmm. That Olga immediately gets to work with Snatcher on the breeding program for her.
yeah, no, it's instantaneous.
Yes.
Fuck, Snatcher's even gonna have his ghoul help, and he's not
Yeah.
an animal guy.
Mhm.
But no, those horses are gonna be the only kind of horses we have in our fucking city.
Mhm.
And not only is this going to be the end of the episode, this is going to be the end of season 5 of Vampire Dark Ages Glimpses of History. The year is 1472. There's a lot of things coming up in the future. The next time we will sit down with these kindred will be 1493, I believe. The year of the Convention of Thorns.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Get the books.
And for this session and for the season, I'll give everybody 6 XP for tonight because we're closing the season.
Cool.
I do like to thank the viewers. Be aware, if you're on our Discord, be on the lookout for the casting call to come up before, not right now, but before Dark Ages returns. I plan to cast a bunch of people to play in the Convention of Thorns as the other members of the Convention of Thorns so that we can have a bunch of guest players here as important figures in the Convention of Thorns with these players. Maybe get Antara to revise his role
As hard
at
as
a
that.
starter stat.
He'd be a different kindred, literally.
No. Literally,
the
the one at
same.
the convention was the younger.
That was
Oh,
faking.
really?
Mhm.
That
Yes.
was
He
he already went to
Tyler
that
had
point.
already
Holy
offed
shit!
the elder.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Before the Camarilla even became an official thing.
Wow.
That
I
way
gotta
Antera
admit,
can be
Wat
played
Tyler's
hardest
impressive.
Effective.
at. Antera can be the hardest stat that gets a dick thrown in their face.
And Tara said, bring plates.
You're going to have a dick thrown in your face, literally.
And Snatcher's then going to
Spoilers.
snatch it and put it in a box.
Spoilers.
And then vanish from mind's eye to make sure no one tries to take it from me.
Yes.
So be on the lookout. Unfortunately, because of all the stuff we have on Wednesdays, Dark Ages will not return
For a
until
year.
2026.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. That's because we have so many WAD splats we have to cycle through on Wednesdays.
But Olga's Gen 6 now.
Gen 6 for 2026.
You need to find
And-
more Tremere because
More
guaranteed
Tremere!
most of them are lower gen than 7th.
And also, as a quick shout out, bravo to Peregrine for not leaning into the stereotype.
Yeah. She's an
can I
Asimite on
say?
the path of humanity.
Mm-hmm. So just
I couldn't-
bravo,
I
you
couldn't
didn't
drink
have
'em.
to eat her.
Couldn't drink them.
Speaking of casting calls, I still have an open casting call until Friday for the Vampire V20 game, Chicago from Dust. From Dust We Are. I'm pretty sure I got it right for once. Probably not because it's me, and I'm not used to it. Actually, I did. Or for Dust We Are. That is going to be my new V20 Chronicle that will be streamed on Friday nights. We have a night for them now. So it'll be streamed on Friday nights this fall. We're finishing up the casting call. It closes in a few days. So if you want to maybe get a chance to play with us, there's your chance to apply for it. You will see every single person at this table has applied to be in it, but that don't mean they get to be in it because, I like to change up my casts a little bit. I don't like to have the same people in every game. It's one of the nice things about this channel is you don't
And
always
there's
see
still an ongoing casting call for Call of Cthulhu.
for Call of Cthulhu on Saturdays. Yep.
Go play some Call of Cthulhu with a fun crew.
Yeah. And maybe you can lead to the demise of your Ennie's character because I'm willing to offer a bounty on his character's heads. I'm just saying. He doesn't die
So you
enough
can
in
make a-
Call of Cthulhu. And the keeper told me specifically she would not kill him out of hand no matter how much I asked or tried to bribe her.
Yeah, but you can check all the casting calls open
On our Discord. So if you join us on our Discord, not only can you see the casting calls and maybe get a chance to play with us, we do Zoom hangouts from time to time. Actually, there is one scheduled for this Friday. It'll be Friday evening, so we'll all get together in Zoom. You don't have to be a member of our Patreon or be on our coffee. It's open to all members of the Discord. You can just come out, hang out with whoever's around, which is always me and Mama.
We don't
plus
even
whoever
have
else.
a Patreon, y'all.
That's right. Plus whoever else happens to show up. It's a good chance to talk about not just this game, but games in general, life in general. Drink some liquor, get rowdy on Zoom. I mean, it all happens. Trust me. It's all there. We also do some non-streamed games. We haven't done one in a while. I'm sure we'll get one eventually. But look, the Discord's where to be. We support each other. We talk about games. We got a good community over there. That's where you want to be. If you want to catch some back episodes, not just of this stream, all of our streams, you go to our YouTube channel. All of our streams are up there. We have, actually, I think Beetle Spock told me we were over 500 videos. We were at 600 videos.
Yes,
at this point.
606. That was then.
Yeah. So, dear God, we've been making content so long at this point. We're coming up on 6 years in September. So that's frightening because that's 100 episodes a year. That's fucking crazy. But they're up there. You can see them. And if you want to see some D&D or Call of Cthulhu, pop over to Ishvel, which is London Esoteric Society's channel. That is where Tis keeps her stuff. So you should go check that out because Tis does some good streams too. If you want to get you some merch, check out our merch store. Please sign in because some of it has some adult words on it because apparently we can't let kids see the word fuck anywhere. Though you can turn on TV at like 7 p.m. at night and see 8 people murdered. Don't let them hear the word fuck. People will lose their mind, Welcome to, thinking the kids haven't already heard those words because they have. You want to check out our friends? Mama jumped the gun on it, missed the friends list.
No, I'm doing that after all the other stuff.
After all the other stuff. Okay, so bits and donations, everybody. They support the players. They don't go to the studio. It's a way.
Show your biddies for
Yep.
our players.
It's a way for you to give to the players. Mama and I do not keep the bits. We just take the taxes out because Uncle Sam taxes the fuck out of us for this because it's considered 1099. So we have to pull the taxes out. But other than that, the rest go to the players for bits and donations. You want to support the studio? Pop over to our coffee. Or you can go to our Twitch channel, subscribe on Twitch. They're going to take half because they're pimps. That's why, coffee works. But look, I know money's tight. I don't want people to spend money they don't have. Please do not spend money you don't have. You can go right now over to our YouTube channel, like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel. It's free. Costs you nothing but a few minutes of time.
Pushes us out in the algorithm, so we're
Yep.
higher in the search ratings. And for people that watch TTRPG content, we're likely to land on their front page as a suggested video.
And I can tell you, people's effort to comment on the videos and like the videos, it does help because we've gotten more of our people through YouTube than we've gotten through Twitch or any other social media outlet.
Yep.
More people have joined this community and joined our
Y'all are
games.
supporting by drawing more people into us.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
More people have joined our games because of that. So you definitely want to go and help us out that way. And now I can go to our friends list. We've got some amazing content creators we call friends. This week I'm going to start over here with Ravnos Archon just so I don't make Junie go first.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Hi everybody. I do TTRPG stuff on Twitch on my own channel. I have Vampire Masquerade 5th edition, Werewolf of the Wild West, Scion 1st edition, L5R, Legend of the Five Rings 4th edition, and 7th C. I can be found here on Wednesdays in all of the World of Darkness splats because I am a glutton for punishment. And you can watch me sometimes on Saturday as I actually get to play the best sire in all of Chicago.
The best fucking Tremere. Okay.
I watched his balls for that.
I mean, it's not saying
I
much
did.
to call yourself the best Tremere in Chicago. Chicago.
Yeah, there's
He's
very
up
few
House
good
Karna.
Tremere
He
in
knows how to have a good
Wow.
time.
Good time. I
Yeah,
watched my
he-
balls for that.
He's one of the Tremere that doesn't have a stick implanted in his ass.
Yeah, he knows how to have a good time.
The only other good one's Tracy Graves. Those are the two good Tremere in the city. And I do include Snatcher's Doctor as not one of the good ones. Just cut.
No, he's really not. He's a bit of a fuck.
Doctor.
But seriously, go check out Ravnos Archon's channel. If you're on our Discord, you get notified when he goes live. Just so you know. And you can also check out Junie Von Esch down there. I'm sorry I called you a hooker last week. Not
You're
really.
supposed to. I'm a hooker. I make things with yarn. I hook shit. Why? Because I'd rather strangle things with yarn than strangle people. I was told it was bad. However, I make things that are functional as soon as I get the dice out because they're dice bags. I make things. Why not?
Okay,
Because
the potion bottle dice bag is really cool.
Shit, I wish I had money so I could commission you. Fuck.
So
Yes,
yes,
but
I
do you
make
have a ball
things.
sack? Do you have a ball sack dice
I
bag?
made him a crocheted ball
Make
sack.
sure you wash your ball sack.
Look, I can fit over 110 dice in this little potion
Oh, I can fit a
bottle.
lot more than what's in there, okay? Because
That's fair,
pretty good
but that's
sized balls. I'm
shaky
like,
balls.
this is some serious, like, you might need medical
I'm
attention.
just,
We
I
still
would
talking
feel
about yarn?
wrong. I would feel wrong not putting the majority of my dice in Crown Royal bags.
Valid. So yes, I make things. Also, if I'm not making things, I'm either on Ravenos's channel doing crazy RPG stuff on Scion or 7th C, or his he just did a Star Trek thing. And then I'm also here on Saturday nights, gently, exposing everyone else to Chicago because why not?
But yes, I do occasionally make some subversive crochet.
I mean, everyone's got to have a ball sack sometime.
Ball sack, dice sack. It works.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also check out our other friends, Mischievous Red. She actually streamed last Sunday. So that was good. I didn't get a chance to pop in because I was busy as shit last Sunday. I'm busy all weekend long normally because that's the only time I get to do all the stuff I have to do around the house and in the yard. But if you're on a Discord, puns in Twitch chat. See, now I hate Twitch chat. I don't care what the people say around here. I don't like puns. That's my story. Sticking to it. You can also check out Rerolls. He's on hiatus. I'm sure he'll be back eventually. We'll see. And of course, DM Daddy RPG, who happens to be streaming Hunter right now. That's Jenna Thieves. She was in Monster of the Week, Mama's Monster of the Week, or Monster of the Month, which is Mama's Monster of the Week serial. She was also in Kansas City as Sunday Booth. You can check out her channel. She runs and plays games over there, so you should, check that out. I'm gonna kill Maddox because he's making puns in Twitch and Zoom chat right now. And Snatcher dies. He just dies. I don't know how. He just died.
Snatcher just explodes out of nothing.
Yep. Just died. But seriously, check out our friends. All of them, you'll get notified if you're on our Discord. They're good content creators. If you like them over here, you'll like them over there too. So go check them out. And now Mama can give us our schedule because we have, actually it's a lighter schedule, but we have a schedule.
Yeah, we do. We got double feature Saturday, y'all. 3 p.m. Eastern, Call of Cthulhu, London Esoteric Society. Join those investigators as they do all the sus-ass shit in 1908 London and surrounding environs. Yep. They are learning that Cthulhu mythos and needing those luck and sanity rolls. And yeah.
And failing the sanity rolls.
And failing the sanity rolls and fumbling the sanity rolls. Yeah, so join them at 3 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. And then Saturday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern, Junie Von Esch here is running Chicago Hidden City. It's Vampire the Masquerade V5-ish game. And it's a little bit homebrewed. But literally we are having a grand old time during the convention of Chicago in 2011. We are not having a grand old time. This shit sucks.
every single prince that arrived on day one is a red flag, and every prince that will arrive subsequently is a giant red flag.
Abso-fucking-lutely. And the biggest red flag of them all is Hardestat. Because no one man should have all that power.
Well, that's just they needed something to put on the top of the ivory tower, and a giant red flag may as well be the best.
May as well be it. Yes.
Great town singing Opa all the time.
Yeah, that is what we have right now for our streaming is Saturdays.
Yep, because it will be off a few weeks on Wednesdays. The next World of Darkness Wednesday will be in August.
Yeah.
And it will be when we kick off Demon the Fallen comes back.
Yeah.
With the demons are still in LA. And as I recall, when we last were there, the mother called out somebody who was dealing with the Earthbound. So
no, I called out a motherfucking Earthbound.
Well, and his little pet.
I told him, why don't you come get me then? Because he can't fucking move.
That's why they're Earthbound.
Yeah, bound is literally in their fucking name, dipshits.
And I ain't scared of his fucking pet. So,
Well, we're going to return to LA shortly after Lucifer appeared in the skies and have more fun demon shenanigans.
Shenanigans. I mean, literally, she had a cookout at her place and it almost got dramatic. And she's like, no, not on my lawn. Mm-mm.
Everybody but Lucifer showed up.
Yeah.
Probably for the best, honestly.
Yeah, for the best. Because
Lucifer is kind of a downer.
Died, and that would have sucked.
Well, yeah, and he's a downer at parties. He's just not very happy anymore.
He's very much a downer.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think he'd show up.
He is no longer a ray of light. He is a downer.
It's what happens when the state of the world is entirely your fucking fault.
He'd show up and he'd start talking about wiping out everybody at the party, and then everybody be like, wow, you got to kill the mood.
And then Arazeth would just look at him and be like, have a fucking beer and shut the fuck up.
Okay. If we get really bitter, we can say, yeah, go get another girl pregnant.
Just give him a Pabst Blue Ribbon, and then he'll really be down.
So we're turning Lucifer into white trash. Got it.
Yes.
Give him a Michelob.
Michelob. No, Michelob Light.
Coors Light. Give him a Coors Light.
Oh, God. As someone from Colorado, don't torment him like that.
Anyway, so yeah, Demon starts up in August, and right now we just have Saturday streams until that starts back up, and until Shanky's ready to run his V20 game, which that casting call ends on Friday. So get your applications in if you've been hesitating.
Yep, because it's almost, and it's a Friday stream now, so
It's gonna be a Friday stream.
yep. So as always, everybody's winning these streams. Hey, this one's a little bit shorter than usual, but that's because it was the end of the season. We polished it up. So look, mental health. I want you to take mental health seriously. I want you to take your mental health seriously, especially, but also the mental health of others seriously. Let me tell you something. People out there are not okay right now. There's a lot of reason for people to be stressed and for their mental health not be in a great place. And though you may not realize it, a lot of them are masking and hiding that fact. I want you to reach out to those around you, make sure they're okay, because a lot of people are not. Please check in on them and try to be that friendly voice, because that's all it takes sometimes is reaching out to somebody who's not doing well and asking, how are you? You okay? How are things going? And that lifeline can help pull them out of the darkness, okay? And if you're suffering from mental health issues, first of all, I want you to reach out to your own support network. But I know that there's a stigma attached that shouldn't be there, but it's tough sometimes to reach out to those around you. I want you to reach out to them if you can, but if you can't, in chat's a list of numbers. You can call or text 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And there's a professional on the other line to help you out to get you through your mental health issues. And if you're in crisis or you're watching this on YouTube or you're not even watching this at all at the time, you can go to findahelpline.com, put in the country you happen to be in, and you will find out the helplines for your country and to get the support you need. Because listen, mental health is health. We want you to take care of yourself. We want you to do what you have to keep yourself together, okay? And now I can turn it over to my lovely wife for her to give you a little fire and brimstone, Olga style.
Get your fucking shots. So seriously, take care of your mental well-being. Also take care of your physical well-being. I'm McStabber. I'm a registered nurse, and I practice what is called holistic care, not as in holistic woo type fucking weird shit. I'm talking holistic as in the whole fucking person. Okay. So make sure you're taking care of your mind, take care of your body, because both work together. Okay. As one goes, the other goes. Get your vaccines. It's real important to protect yourself and to protect those around you through herd immunity. If you're responsible for minor children, get those minor children vaccinated. Okay. It is real important, because if you're not doing that, that is malicious negligence. Okay. There's no reason why kids should be dying from measles. That's a vaccine preventable. We had eradicated it in America. And now it's got to come back because of idiots being malicious in their negligence with their children. So please get yourselves and your kids vaccinated. Okay. Thanks. Also, take your meds, drink your water, get some sunshine when you can. Make sure you're wearing that SPF. And I'm talking all year round, not just in the summer. Okay. All year round. Wear that SPF, because skin cancer sucks. It really does suck.
Suntan lotion. What's that?
Yeah. I know. Mr. Oh, I got a little burn cutting grass. Get that skin cancer.
It's gone. I don't have a burn anymore. What you talking about?
Damage is done. Anyway. But anyway, I can lead a horse to water. I can't make jackasses drink. But anyway.
I'm a jackass. I admit it.
That is my motto in life. So also, if you in any way enabled fascism here in America or in whatever country you are viewing from, I want you to understand you need to fuck right off. Okay. You're not welcome here. No, not at all. If you voted for it, if you voted third party or minority party, knowing there was no chance in hell, it did nothing but just disrupt the fucking election. If you abstained, here in America, more people abstained, more registered voters actually abstained in a presidential election than voted. Yeah. They couldn't be bothered to give a fuck because they're privileged enough, or they thought they were privileged enough to not be affected by whatever outcome. Yeah. So fuck off. People are dying. We have literal concentration camps being built in America. Literal concentration camps. Yeah, again, we did that to the Japanese once, remember? Fascism has always been here. Always. And it's making its ugly comeback. So I want you to fuck off if you have enabled that. For the rest of us, we have to support one another. We got to look out for one another. We have to cause good trouble where we can, but understand that there are risks involved with that. And be as careful as we can. If you are protesting, know that fuck the police because they're inciting the fucking violence at protests. I mean, look at what they did at the fucking park in LA. Literally staging like they're fucking doing shit. Propaganda for the police state, y'all. I'm telling you, be careful. Be aware of what's going on in your communities. If ICE is raiding your shit, protect your people as best you can. Okay? Please. Call you fucking representatives. They may not fucking do anything that you want them to, but give their fucking staffers hell. If nothing else, their staffers will get fed up and quit. Then they got to hire new fucking staffers constantly. It disrupts them. And especially if you're represented by Republicans, do that shit. Especially if you're represented by Republicans, do that shit. You are using the system as it intended. You're doing malicious compliance. Yeah, that's good trouble. Really, though, fascism does always lose. It's a long road and painful to get to the other side. We have to do it together. And that is said with empathy, compassion, support, and love. We have to do it together. Y'all have a good night.
And I do thank everyone for coming. Hope you enjoyed season 5. We'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.